everybody. Welcome back to another Rory pop-up. Yes, I'm popping up because we have something to talk about. We have something to chit-chat about, something to kiki about, and maybe even be messy about. Y'all know I'm kidding. We always have something to be messy about. Yes, we always have something to be messy about. But the reason why I'm doing a pop-up is because these internet streets are not really busy. It's not a whole lot that's going on. So I decided to put what I have found the squad is talking about in a pop-up because it's not really enough to put into a read. So also I wanted to share some of my favorite posts that squatties have put up, and they never quite made it to my podcast. So I want to put a few of those in there, and I want us to talk about them because we all know one thing about the squatties, their posts are always on point and so insightful. They are. I run into so many that I can't include in a podcast, and sometimes I just leave them in my iPad. And now I said I'm gonna go back and look at some of those posts that I never ever got to include in my podcast that I just loved and was just so insightful. So I'm gonna share some of those with you. But we do have some news, a little news. And first up is Prince Harry. Prince Harry is doing the doggone thing. And what is he doing? I'm going to put it up. And look, this is a repost. And the original post says this: Prince Harry's Travelers Coalition, which includes Google, Expedia, MasterCard, and many more, has been nominated for the Partnership of the Year award by Rutgers Events. Yes, Harry is up for an award. He is. And it goes on to say, we're honored to have been selected as the finalists in this category. Yeah, so I'm just hoping, I am just hoping that Harry will win. It's not because it's not deserved, because Harry created Travelers. I mean, it was in the thick of things. Him and Meghan was really being attacked. Him and Meghan was just on the verge of saying goodbye to that family over there. It was turmoil, and he launched this particular initiative. He did, and look at it. It is a success. Nobody can say it is anything except an success. They can't. And Harry created this out of whole cloth. He did. And like I say, in the thick of it. Back in 2019, yes, when they were putting Harry and Meghan through HE double hockey sticks, that family was planning stories, planning lies. I mean, and attacking him. Yes, attacking him. It was horrible. And here they are. Here they are now with this very successful initiative and up for an award. Yes, so yes, I'm loving it. And the squatty that reposted this said, I'm so proud of Prince Harry. Me too. Me too. Because, like I said, nobody can take credit for Travelers except Prince Harry and the people he brought on board to help him make it the success that it is today. Yes, I am so proud of Harry. I really am. And I just love this for them. I do. I love it for him and everyone that has helped him make Travelers successful. Yes. I hope they win. I do. All right, y'all. I'm going to put this one up. And this particular squatty posted the same post from Rutgers Events and Global Sustainability Awards 2025. Let's keep our fingers crossed. It's going to be October 2025 in London, UK, y'all. Harry might be traveling to London, but he maybe can accept it, you know, via Skype. We'll see. Via Zoom. We'll see how it goes. I got a feeling he's going to win, though. I do. And the squatty that posted this said this: Congrats to Prince Harry's Travelers on being nominated for the Partnership of the Year Award by Rutgers Events. Well deserved, especially after creating this impressive sustainable travel coalition, which includes Expedia, Google, hashtag TripAdvisor, Booking.com, Skyscanner, Visa. And we also know it's MasterCard. It's just not listed. MasterCard. Yes, they have over $3 trillion in shared assets in travelers. Yes, Harry is not playing around. He has a lot of accolades. He has a lot of points on the board. And that's the reason why they feel like they feel about him, because they have painted him as stupid, as less than, as the whipping boy, as the dummy. And Harry has defied that time and time again. How in the world can you use those adjectives to describe a human being who has so many accolades to their name, that has so many wins in the win column? Yes, Harry is not less than, he's definitely greater than any of those left behinds across the pond. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. Do y'all remember yesterday in my podcast, I talked about how Kate was getting her own issue of US Weekly, and they were going to highlight all of her so-called fashion? Yes, the ones that she stole from Meghan, and the rest is just coat dresses. Yes, that. And because of her getting this issue, this whole issue of US Weekly, the Rangers just absolutely lost their rabbit mind. I mean, their fevered mind somehow really thought that Meghan would be upset about this. That somehow Meghan is in Montecito throwing plates against the wall because she is upset that Kitty Cat got a whole issue to showcase all of her fashions, which would be Meghan's fashions, and her coat dresses. Why would Meghan be upset about that? But I digress. Well, now they're upset again. Why? Because of this. Yes, Harper Bazaar is going to showcase 50 of Meghan's best looks ever. Yes, coming on the heels of that issue of US Weekly. Now, let me think. Which magazine has the most distinguished history in fashion? Would it be US Weekly or would it be Harper Bazaar? I don't know. I don't know. It's a pick in the dark, but I would think it would be Harper Bazaar. Yes. But yes, this is what Harper Bazaar is doing. It posted about it. It says tracking Duchess Meghan's style evolution through 50 of her best looks ever. And I'm telling you, they cannot stand it. They cannot stand it because at the end of the day, they are Meghan's looks. She's not biting off of anybody like Kitty Cat bites off of her. And all I can say to the derangers is bow down. Yes, get on your knees and bow down to the queen of fashion in that family. Yes, she's the only one who puts on a garment or carries a handbag or puts some earrings on and they immediately sell out. It's no one that's in that family can do that except Megan Sussex. So all I can say is get mad. Yes, get mad and stay mad. But don't forget to bow down. Bow down. I'm just saying. And speaking of the derangers, I'm going to put this up because Harry and Meghan has driven them to the brink of insanity. And I kid you not, they're out here photoshopping pictures. They always have Photoshop pictures, but now they're creating stories and lies behind them. They're not waiting for the Daily Fail or the Daily Mirror or any of those rags over there to create lies. They are creating lies on their own. And one of them is that Harry is cheating on Meghan. Yes, I kid you not. Ever since Denise Welch appeared on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen and made the statement that Harry didn't cheat on Meghan and indicated that that was a rarity, that was that was an exception and not the rule when it comes to the men over there across the pond that is a part of that monarchy. And ever since then, the derangers, the toadies, the trolls, I'm telling you, all of the ugly old hags and smelly skanks, they have been in a uproar. And like I said, Harry and Meghan always serves them up dust. So what do? They have to create something. They do. They create pictures and Photoshop pictures to make Meghan look ugly. I mean, it is so funny. But then it's not funny because these people are sick. They really are. I said it in a past podcast. We need to continue to really, really support Meghan in her business because they need that money. They do. They need it for security because these fevered-minded trolls, these derangers, these ugly old hags, all of these smelly old skanks, they're crazy. They're crazy. And the more I am on these internet streets and tapping into what they're up to, the more I'm convinced these people are a threat. They are. They are crazy. And anybody who would do something like this, look at this. I mean, posted it. And all she did was take some random woman's head and put it on Meghan's body. And this is Harry and Meghan walking up from the garden that, when they went down there to do their engagement announcement. That's them walking back. And they took a picture of Meghan and put a blonde haired woman's picture on top of it, photoshopped another woman's head on Meghan's body and posted it and said this, look at this, look like a blonde bombshell got quite the literal hold on Harry. She was keeping his attention when he was MIA. Look, he's holding her hand. And this crazy, I mean, real crazy troll. His name is Queer Lips of Truth. I mean, when I tell you fever minded, when I tell you that they are legitimately psycho, yes, I mean, he is one of them. And he said, why is Prince Harry's hand around the waist of another woman like this? Cheat. I mean, come on. Tell me these people are not dangerous. Who would do something like this? Like I said, we got to buy some wine. We got to buy some fruit spread. We got to buy some cookie mix because Harry and Meghan need their security. Because can you imagine these people on the loose walking around? I mean, it's crazy. And this particular squatty that posted it said this, Lips of Lies retweets a picture claiming Harry is holding hands with another woman. He can make his own post saying he has his arm around her waist and calls him a cheater. They really need to pick a lane, a blurry picture with another picture in it, and he's cheating. Desperation. But basically, what it is Harry and Meghan. He has posted someone's face on Meghan's body and blurred the picture so it would be hard to figure out who this person is and, where the disconnect is. But they have on the same clothes that they had when they did their engagement pictures. I mean, you have to be really stupid to fall for this okey doke. But we all know the trolls are, the derangers are, the fevered mind is absolutely just willing to believe anything. I mean, these people are sick. They are. And I'm going to put this up. And here they are in the same clothes that this fevered minded person who in Photoshop blurred the picture so you can't distinguish between the fact, you can't look at it and tell right off it's Photoshop. I mean, anything that they can get to try to, I don't know, feed this fantasy of theirs, feed this fever that they have when it comes to Harry and Meghan. This particular squatty posted this picture of Harry and Meghan coming back after they had did their engagement announcement and said this: I wish they'd get a bit more creative with the Photoshop. That was Harry and Meghan on the day they announced their engagement in Kensington Palace Gardens. Exactly. How is this other woman got on the same clothes that Meghan had on in her engagement announcement event? How can she have on the same clothes, but yet and still here they are making up this nonsense? You never see squatties do this crazy stuff like that. These people are insane. I mean, Harry and Meghan has drove them crazy. I mean, around the bend, through the valley, up the hill, and around the curb. They have drove them completely insane. And it is people out there that believe this nonsense. They Photoshop this stuff. They make up lies to make themselves feel better. I mean, it is a echo chamber over there on the dark side where all of these deranged trolls talk and communicate with each other. Yes, they are in a echo chamber over there. And it is really, really sick. I'm just saying. And I'm gonna put this one up. And this squatty is talking to these derangers, these toadies, these trolls. I'm telling you, they're sick. And this particular squatty says this: they hate her beauty, her intelligence, her confidence, her style, and the list goes on. They hate her for being herself. Where's the lie? But the most important thing that this particular squatty did was look down at the bottom. It says breaking news. Hoes mad. Stay mad, hoes. You see it down at the bottom. It says stay mad, hoes. I love it. Tell me squatties are just not everything. They are. They made a little banner down there and said, hoes mad. Stay mad, hoes. I love it. All right, y'all. I'm going to put this up. And this is one of my favorite posts. And it is a repost. And the original post says this: this was such a powerful moment during Harry and Meghan's visit to South Africa. This whole visit was soothing to the soul. This is what Meghan said on this particular trip. And she was standing on this stump. I will never, ever forget it. She said, I'm here with you as a mother, as a wife, as a woman of color, and as your sister. Yes, yes, yes. How powerful. And I remember the women in the crowd when she was speaking was looking at each other like they could not believe Meghan had said what she said. And the squatty that reposted this said this: you will never see this from any royal wife again. Meghan was confident, intelligent, charismatic, and eloquent. And on top of it all, just beautiful. Prince Harry won his life when he met her. He won in life when he met her. He was stuck in a miserable gilded cage and Meghan rescued him. Their fairy tale continues. Where is the lie? Where is it? Meghan rescued Harry because Harry always wanted out, but he didn't know how to get out. He did not know where the key was to the lock to the gilded cage. And Meghan showed him the way and motivated him to do it and showed him he could do it. And here we are, almost 6 years out, and they are thriving. They are surviving. Well, they're doing more than surviving. They are thriving. They are. 6 years they have supported themselves. 6 years they have not missed a beat. And it is in spite of all the attacks, the smears. I have never ever saw anybody attacked and abused and smeared like Harry and Meghan has been in these past 6 years. It's disgraceful that his brother and his father are behind such vicious attack on them. Every time Harry and Meghan gets ready to do an award or have something big coming up, they attack them. They attack them and try to make them fail. They send out their flying monkeys and they write all kind of hit pieces and lies about them, trying to make them fail. Y'all remember when I think it was the last time Meghan released her wine, they had that big write-up in the Daily Fail talking about we were suckers. We were suckers for supporting Meghan. Yeah, y'all remember that? They did everything. They always try to do everything, but they would never stop us from supporting Harry and Meghan. Only people that can stop us from supporting Harry and Meghan is Harry and Meghan themselves. If Harry and Meghan stop being the people they are and turn into totally different people. And I don't see that coming because Harry and Meghan are the people they have always been. This is who they are. You can track it through their lives. This is who they are. So, yes, it makes me laugh how they even tried to turn the Sussex squad against Harry and Meghan by calling us suckers. I'm telling you, so funny. So funny. And it goes on to say, their fairy tale continues. Where is the lie? It continues to this day. And I'm going to say this. I think it's another reason why they're mad over there across the pond. It's because Meghan turned out to be the fairy princess, the one that got to have the happily ever after. And it wasn't Kate. Harry and Meghan's love story is way more appealing than Kate and William's. And they don't like that. They don't. And everything about Harry and Meghan is just so much more appealing. Their love story, how they interact with each other. I mean, people love. And when you see Harry and Meghan, it is so clear to see that these two people love each other. And why would that not be appealing? I'm saying. But when you look at the other one, stiff, forced, rehearsed. Yeah, not so much a love story as a horror show. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, this is the last one. I'm going to put it up. And this particular squatty posted this, and it says, a jealous spirit can make someone mistreat the person who could have been a blessing to them. Where is the lie? Where is it? I mean, I have saw it time and time again. I have spoken about it when it comes to Harry and his brother, William. Harry loves his brother. Harry, you can say so many wonderful things about Harry, but one of the most just endearing characteristics I find in Harry is loyal. He is very loyal. He is, and he would be so loyal to his father and his brother. Harry would do anything. He would work his heart out to make William's kingdomship successful. But William is jealous. He has a jealous spirit. And because of that jealous spirit, he cannot see himself past seeing Harry as an asset, as a blessing. Because that's what Harry is. He's a blessing. And William can't see it. Kate can't see how Meghan would have been a blessing to her. She would have helped her improve herself. She would have made her, well, she would have encouraged her and probably helped her to level up. Harry and Meghan was a blessing to them, and they couldn't see it because of their jealous spirit. And this particular squatty that posted that said this, true. And like she used her heart and talent to make a difference at SmartWorks and Grenfell, she would have continued throughout the UK. But sadly, their inadequacies and ego pushed her and Prince Harry out. Now they continue their cruelty as Harry and Meghan thrives. They thought their hate campaign would succeed. Exactly. They really did. This is all a shock to them that Harry and Meghan has survived their smear campaign because we all know not many survive. I don't know any that has survived a smear campaign of this magnitude. I have just never saw anything like it. But Harry and Meghan have survived and managed to thrive. And it is really, really jarring to them. They don't know what to do with themselves. And the press has pretty much waved the white flag. They have come to the conclusion that it's no winning to be had. Now, Charles and Willie Leaks, I don't know. It seems like it's hard for them to understand that they basically have lost the battle because I'm telling you, the press is starting to fall off. They are definitely, we're seeing more and more articles where they're blaming Charles, they're blaming William, telling them that they need to make up with the Sussexes. I covered one yesterday in my podcast, and that came out of the Telegraph. So, yes, they could not see the blessing in Harry and Meghan. But I hate to break it to them. I hate to break it to them, but I think it's too late. Harry and Meghan are done with it. I know Meghan is. She is done with it. It's too late. You cannot put that toothpaste back in the tube. You can't. And when they come to the realization of what a huge, huge mistake they made, how they fumbled the bag when it comes to Harry and Meghan, like I said, it's going to be sad, 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 because the fat lady has sung. Harry and Meghan they have left the building. You know, like they used to say, Elvis has left the building. Harry and Meghan has left the building. And it's over. I really do. But yeah, they would have been a blessing, but they could not see that for their jealousy. I'm just saying. Well, we all know that the same was with Diana. Diana was a blessing to that institution, and they could not see it because of jealousy. They had to destroy her. I'm so glad Harry and Meghan got out of there because their intent was to destroy them. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all a little later. Bye.